Hi everyone, welcome to our Paper Flourish crafting videos. My name is Julie. I've decided today to have a bit of a play with some of the beautiful Lavinia products, some of them which have arrived very recently in store at Paper Flourish, not only in the shop but you can also purchase them online. This week we had a very exciting shipment come in from Lavinia, 2 new sizes of stencil brushes. So we've originally, for some time now, we've had the 1-inch one, the larger one. Lavinia has now released the middle size, and they've also released this adorable, cute little tiny brush. And they can be fantastic. I can imagine like going around the moons and things, hills, with this one, or blending into a fine area. Such great brushes. So we've now got those choice of the 3, so I thought, well, let's have a play with them today and just see what happens. I haven't really planned this, but I thought I'm going to put the video on and let's just see what happens. So what I've done is I've cut out a 5-inch square of multifarious card, white multifarious, which we have for sale at Paper Flourish. I've also cut a 5-inch square of a Lavinia masking sheet. And these are ones you can make a mask and you use it over and over again. Now Lavinia, you've probably seen Tracy, I've seen them, her doing the videos with the sets of stencils they've released at Lavinia. I'm really hoping at some point we can order them in for the shop, but at the moment we haven't been able to. So I'm hoping that does happen. So I went, okay, what can I do in the meantime until they arrive, till we're allowed to order them in? I found the 5 Crazy Ladies heart dies, which again we have them at Paper Flourish. What I've done is I've die cut a heart out of the masking sheet. Okay, so you've not only got your heart, you've got your mask with the heart cut out of it. It wasn't easy to die cut. What I ended up doing is put the impression of the heart onto it, and then I cut it out with scissors. But it has worked. So what I'm going to do is place the mask, peel it off. I said you can reuse these. And I'm going to place this onto my card. This sticks down, but you can take it off and use it over and over again. But what it's going to do is completely cover the rest of the card. For me, managed to crease that a bit. I get the idea of what's happening. I'm going to press down those sides because I only want my ink blending to go onto my heart at the moment. So let's do that. All right, so we've got our heart shape and the rest of the card there is protected with the masking sheet. Tim Holtz recently released Uncharted Mariner. Fantastic colour, really deep teal. So I thought, well, we're going to have a bit of a play with some of the blue colours today. I'm going to start with Tumble Glass, and I want to blend over the entire heart with this. So I'm going to pick some up. I've chosen my big stencil brush because I'm going to blend a large area. Take a fair bit of it off there. You can go onto your masking sheet on the side, and I just want to blend and colour in just little circles there. There we go, around. Pretty colour Tumble Glass. So I just want a nice light colour to begin. Whoops, I managed to lift that up there. That was clever. There we go. All right. So we've got some pretty blue onto our background. I don't want to go too dark. I just want that nice little blue on there. Okay. Next colour. I want to go a little bit darker, but I want to stay in the same. These are all sort of in the family of the teal colours. So I'm going to bring in a bit of Broken China. Now I'm going to pick up my middle size brush. Pick a little bit off there. Take a fair bit off because it's getting stronger in colour. And I'm going to come just a little bit in on that heart. Okay. So we just want to add a little bit deeper colour around the outside of my heart. I made a couple of videos today and Murphy has managed to sleep through them all. He's in our bedroom, asleep on the bed at the moment. I know he would love to come and say hello at some point, hopefully. Normally can't resist a good craft session. Okay, so we've had a little bit of a deeper colour coming in around the sides. And then I'm going to bring in Uncharted Mariner. So now I'm going to use my little one because I really only want this right around the outside. So let's put a bit on this. First time I've used these. And I'm just going to bring that in. A little bit of blending. Not sure how this is going to turn out, but we'll see. Just really want to catch around the edge there. give it a really dark edge. I won't go too heavy because it is a pretty strong colour. Now, just to blend that all back together, I like to come in with my light colour again. So let's go back to the big brush, tumble glass, and let's just blend it all in nicely. So it ends up looking a little bit cloudy and wishy-washy and pretty, hopefully. There we go. All right, so now we've got varying shades of blue there going from the lighter out to the darker. Before I take off the stencil mask, I'm going to add some words, and I've decided to go with Spiral of Spells. Really lovely stamp. Where I've got my Lavinia acrylic mats. If you have not used these yet, try them out. It took me a little while to get used to them, and I love them. I don't stamp with anything else now apart from my stamp press, of course, for a bigger stamp, but these are the best stamping blocks I have ever used. They are fantastic. Now the next question is, what colour are we going to do that in? I don't want it to be too in your face, so I'm thinking of going Morning Mist. Let's give that a try. Often if I want something in the background, not standing out too much, Morning Mist always does the trick. So we'll see if it's going to work in this place. And being the grey and the blues, hopefully it's all going to work in nicely together. All right, so I'm just going to place that over my heart and press down. But you've got so much control with these plates to press, just to make sure that whole image is as stamped onto your card. And I'm going to take that away, and we've got our Spiral of Spells there on there. It's gone over onto the masking sheet, doesn't matter. And that's that one done. So at this point now, this is exciting. I'm going to take off the masking sheet and let's see what's happened. Hopefully I'm left with this pretty heart. Look at that. That's kind of cool. All right, so that worked. A little bit of smudging up there, but that's all right. All good. All right, now because there's been a fair bit of ink going onto this card, I'm just going to get my heat tool, which is possibly plugged in. I'm just going to quickly do that. Have a look. I'll be back in a minute. In the meantime, let's check out that heart card. All right, let's give that a quick dry before we stamp. I'm not sure what we're going to do next. We'll see. I've brought in some of the new stamps. I bought those the other day, the new ones, and they're all in shop. All the latest release have all come in. Stunning stamps. All right, so now let's give them that a bit of a dry, and that's ready to stamp. All right, one of my favourites of the new stamps is May. Here she is, sitting in her flower. She's beautiful, so I reckon we might give her a try. Where should we put her? Maybe we might pop her. So I think we might do that. What do you think? If we give that a go? All right, and for this, I'm going to use my stamp press because she's going to be the main feature of my card. I don't want that, I want that stamp to be spot on. So I'm just going to get my stamp press, place the magnets down. Of course, the stamp press is fantastic. You get a second chance to stamp. It doesn't quite catch everything the first time. You can get that happening on the second. So let's pop her there. Pick her up on the other side of the stamp press. I'm going to do her in Nocturne in the black. And especially if you're working with a slightly larger stamp, it's a good idea to pop it on your stamp press if you've got one. She's just so pretty, sitting in her flower. All right, let's give that a go. Just lightly tap with your stamp pad, and that way you don't get ink everywhere. If you do, just get a baby wipe and wipe it off. I'm going to press her down. All right. I think I just managed to knock the... Oh, no, it's all right. I think I knocked the camera with my head. There we go. There we are. Well, actually, she didn't stamp too bad at all, first up. So I think I might leave. I don't think I'll put another impression on there. I think we'll just leave her as she is. She looks pretty there, doesn't she? Okay, let's take that off. So what are we going to play with next? My favourite sentiment that's just been released. Keep smiling. So this has to go somewhere on this card. I'm thinking maybe in that top corner. So I'm going to pop this on another one of the smaller Lavinia acrylic blocks. And I think we might do this in a blue. Ooh, here's the decision. Let's go Warm Breeze. Let's give this one a try. Keep smiling. And just going to pop that into the top corner here. There we go. Oh yeah, that colour looks quite nice, doesn't it? That worked all right. Okay, so to me it's almost there, but it just needs something else. So I'm looking, where's that little cute foliage stamp? Yeah, here we are. I'm going to give this a go. Small Lily Flourish, another one of the new ones. It's kind of a miniature of this, so let's give that a try. I reckon that might be just enough to complete this card. Of course, though, we will need some glitter. Always need glitter with Lavinia cards. And we now have the Lavinia holographic glitter in shop, which is just amazing. Most beautiful glitter I have ever seen. So now, big decision. What do we do here with colour? I still want to stay in the blues. I kind of feel like I just want this card to be blue. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of twilight. And I've no idea what this is going to look like, but we're going to give it a try and see. Sometimes when you just play around, it just seems to work. So let's bring a little bit off the side. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. And maybe another one down here. Bring some over here. Poor decisions. It's quite nice. Maybe I might just try another one. Let's just bring it in off the side up here. What do you think? Pretty stamp. It's very fine. Ooh, do we need any more? So it's hard as I don't like to add too much. We might actually, where's my baby wipes gone? Maybe we'll try in another colour. Just a couple of them lightly. Should we go? Maybe a little bit of, ooh, do we bring in another colour? Here's the decision. Yep, we are. Let's go be brave, Julie. I've picked up Golden Meadow. Let's do it. A little bit of Golden Meadow. As I said, it was going to be a blue card. Maybe with just a touch of yellow. And I'm going to leave it exactly as that. Don't mind that little bit of yellow. Still mainly a blue card, but a little bit of yellow has crept into it as well. Okay. So where are we going to put the all-important glitter? And where is my holographic glitter? As you can see, I've got most things out, but I just have to quickly get my glitter. I'll be back in a moment. Lucky it wasn't far away. So glitter, holographic glitter, said the most stunning, beautiful glitter ever seen. Quickie glue pens, Sakura Quickie glue pens, said all of this is available for purchase at Paper Flourish. Now I'm feeling like I need to add a little bit of glitter to her wings, so I'm just going to add little tiny dots of glue. Not too much, don't want to overdo it, I just want that little hint of sparkle. Alright, and I'm just going to open this, pick a little bit up with my fingers, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. shake it off. Yep, that's it. So now she's got little sparkly wings, but I think I'm just going to leave her like that. So there's our little playtime with Lavinia. Didn't quite know where it was going to end up. I just knew I wanted to do a blue heart card, and we went from there. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Probably the only other thing you could do on this is maybe some little Posca dots. If you had a light blue glitter Posca pen, something like that might look pretty, but I kind of think I'm just going to leave it there. Keep smiling, everyone. Enjoy your Lavinia. You know where to find me at Paper Flourish always, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you. Have a fantastic day.